Yeah, as promised, we're going to do the Golf valet this afternoon. As you can see, it's absolutely filthy. Hasn't had a proper clean since April. So we're going to be using auto gleam on this today. So I'm going to start with the wheels. We're going to use an acid-free wheel cleaner. Once we've done that, we're just going to blast the car off, give it a once over with a traffic film remover. That will take most of the crap off the car. And then we're going to go on to cleaning it. Got a brand new sponge. Always use brand new sponges inside the bucket here. Don't take any chances with swirl marks. You've got your grit guard. After we've done the general clean, we're going to go into the more deeper clean by applying tar and adhesive remover. That will take off like the old polish, any old polish on the car, tar. Once that's all done, we're going to move on to the clay bar. You're going to need the surface of the car to be as smooth as glass before applying the polish. Once the polish has been put on and taken off again, we're going to be putting on this bad boy. This is the HD wax. It's a 50-pounder tub and it will last a few months. So yeah, this is part one of many videos to come. Right, so we just applied the acid-free wheel cleaner on the wheels. We'll just let it bite in a little bit. We'll blast the first layer off with the jet wash. Probably need to apply it again, and then we'll just agitate it a little bit with auto gleam wheel brush. Right, so that ain't come out too bad. Left that on for a couple of minutes, blasted it off with the jet wash. What we're going to do now, and a lot of people make this error, is they think that wheel's completely clean. But wait and see. Always move the car forward by about a foot. It reveals what you can't normally see. We'll do to agitate it with a brush, put a bit more chemical on, and clean off what we didn't catch on the first clean. Right, well that's that wheel completely clean. Move on to the next one. You're probably wondering why I started to clean the wheels first and not last. There's a good reason for it. It's a bit of common sense. If you clean the whole entire car and leave the wheels last, when you start aiming down at the ground, spraying the jet wash, effectively what you see on the ground will probably most likely end up back up the paintwork again. Right, so that's all 4 wheels done. It's taken 20 minutes, half an hour. It's a little bit of a fiddly job. Also cleaned the fascias of the tyres as well. The acid-free wheel cleaner and a bit of a abrasive from the brush does the job there. So we're going to move on to the paintwork next. It's a bit hard to see. It is absolutely filthy. It might not look it, but it is. Right, so basically we're going to start applying the traffic film remover. You don't start up here and work your way down. The chemical will drip faster, so you start at the bottom of the car and you work your way up. As you can see, the chemicals stick to the car quite well. Well, there's the results of traffic film remover and the jet wash alone. Basically what you're trying to do with this process is to remove as much of the dirt as possible from the car, so you're not having to scrub it very much with the sponge. That obviously inflicts damage, swell marks and light scratches. So yeah, we'll crack on to the next process. Right, so the rest of the car, the top half has been blasted off with the jet wash. Take your new sponge, and like you normally would, start from the top of the car and work your way down the car. The last thing you want to be doing is getting your sponge to an area like this and drawing it up over the wheel arch and on the bonnet like I see so many people do. Right, well that's the whole car washed, shampooed and sponged. Just need to dry it off and we'll move on to the next step. Right, so the car's all been leathered off now, looking half decent now. Got most of the dirt off it, but still not clean enough for my liking. Most British men would be like, yeah, that's me done for the day, I'm going to put my feet up. Now we've got a few more processes to go before I'm going to sign this one off as complete. Right, next job to do, tar and adhesive remover. This will basically attack the tar and adhesive on the paintwork. It's just a case of applying it, again starting from the bottom and working your way up so the chemical stays on the car. You see it's not dripping down the car at all. From this point you'll take a microfiber cloth and it will just all wipe off quite nicely. In addition, tar is built up on the actual alloy wheel itself. Again, apply some of this to the wheel, get it off. So the next stage you're looking at clay bar in the car. Is to remove the contaminants that you can't see via your naked eye. It's like industrial fallout, bird droppings. It's just contaminants that sit on top of the surface of the lacquer. Got some detailer liquid that I've knocked up, just a bit of shampoo, watered down with water. And you've got your clay bar there that's white as white, so what I suspect is going to happen when I run it over the paintwork, you're basically going to remove the contaminants and you're going to see brown streaks running through the clay. There you go, there's the evidence. So after you think you've shampooed your car and washed it down with a sponge and you think, you stand back and think, yeah, that's clean, in reality it's not. Right, so I finished clay barring now, so you can obviously see the difference in the paintwork. It's starting to look like a mirror. Yes, it is a car. The finished touch of the surface is as smooth as glass. That's what you need before you begin polishing. Right, next stage is polishing. You get a dab on the sponge, fold it over on itself, start applying it to the car in a circular motion, ensuring that you overlap as you go. We'll come back to this after I've done the entire car. Now that the polish has been applied to the entire car, it's time to take it off. Pay attention to the creases, you just don't want to leave polish residue in there. It's untoward. Right, so that's all the polish taken off the car now. So we're coming to the final stages. Next thing to do is put on Auto Gleam's HD wax to seal it. I'll make it waterproof for a few months. £50 a pot. So yeah, next thing to do. Right, so this is HD wax by Auto Gleam, £50 a tub. Apparently it does 89 VW Golfs, so hopefully I shouldn't have to buy this again in my lifetime. Let's get it put on. Again, ensure that you overlap as you pass up and down bodywork. Don't need massive amounts of this, it goes quite far. Right, well that's all the wax put on the car now, so we're just waiting for it to cure. Once it's cured, you can take it off and then yeah, when the water lands on it, it should bead off for a few months. So let's take it off. Right, while I'm waiting for the wax to take, I'm going to be doing the tyres. Some people just like to leave the tyres as they are, but I don't like that look personally, so you just black them up. This is Maguire's tyre gel. Just apply it on with a sponge. As you can see, it makes them have a wet look, darkens the tyre up as well. Right, so the wax is now cured, it's swiping clear. Just a case of taking it off now and doing the finishing touches to the car, like the glass. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, this is the finished product. I'm just going to do a walk around. While we're here, I'll show you the benefits of HD wax, saying making your car waterproof. You noticed earlier on in the video where I'd jet washed the car, the water didn't move anywhere. When you get the odd droplet, but brush that away. This video has been brought to you by Valeting.